is a lot of speculation going on about what is going to happen with the government over the next few weeks because, well, we have had Chrystia Freeland resign and we've had 8 new cabinet ministers appointed, and it's a big kerfuffle in the government right now. And now we've had Singh come forward and say that he is no longer confident in the government. And so we have 3 scenarios basically, 3 different things that could happen. All of them basically end up with an election, but there are 3 different ways we could have it happen. First, Trudeau resigns and prorogues Parliament, and then a leadership race happens. And this scenario is probably the best option for the Liberals, but it would create more likely a Kim Campbell type situation for them, because whoever gets picked is going to have to do a speech from the throne when Parliament resumes, because proroguing Parliament is a parliamentary reset. And so any speech from the throne is automatically set to a confidence vote, and any speech from the throne put forward by any new Liberal leader would most likely sound more like an election platform, which would then give us a vote of no confidence, and then we'd go to an election, and then the person who was elected as the Liberal leader would lose the prime ministership, and we'd have a Polyev government. The other scenario, Trudeau stays on as Liberal leader, but if he stays on as Liberal leader, he could still prorogue Parliament, reset everything, have a speech from the throne, and then again a vote of no confidence. But if he doesn't, there's not necessarily any guarantee that his government will fall anyway, because the government is the one that assigns the supply or opposition days for the opposition party. So the government very well could, if they wanted to, deny opposition days for as long as they want, till June basically. They probably won't, but they could. The other thing is that the procedural stuff is blocked by the privilege motion having to do with the slush fund. The Conservatives are blocking Parliament with that, and it is making it more difficult for them to get confidence motions going. So the Liberals could basically use that as a reason for not having any confidence motions pulled, because they are the opposition is the one blocking the House of Commons with the privilege motion. So they're going to have to figure out how to get around the problem. They could they would have to be able they would have to get the government to give them a supply day, or get the government to introduce some sort of like financial legislation, because that would automatically be a confidence vote, and they could then vote no confidence there. The other thing is, how long will the Bloc and NDP maintain this non-confidence idea? Because the Liberals very well could give them something that they want in legislation in the next session, and they could walk back their non-confidence, especially the NDP. The NDP is very wishy-washy on whether or not Singh is going to push for a non-confidence vote. Um, there are rumors of Trudeau proroguing until June just so he can host the G7 summit. That would be really, really, really gross, and as one political analyst put it, uncouth, but not impossible. Um, but I doubt he would do that. He likes the drama too much. The third scenario, and the least unlikely, is that Trudeau dissolves Parliament in the next few weeks and causes an election. Both of the political analysts cited in the National Post article that I'm looking at say that this is the least likely scenario, and I'm kind of like I'm willing to agree with them. Trudeau most likely will not dissolve Parliament. I think he has too much faith in himself and his parliamentarians and his policies. Um, it would be the honorable thing to do after everything that has happened, but he is far from honorable. Trudeau has shown that he does not care at all what people say. He does not care what people think. He does not care what policies are hurting Canadians. All he cares about is his bottom line, his ego, and his wallet. And he will not dissolve Parliament. I highly doubt it. The political analyst Lagasse says we're living in a Monty Python sketch, the dead parrot government parliament, in reference to the famed British sketch. Yeah, because the prime minister is the shopkeeper who keeps trying to insist that the parliament is viable, and we're all just sitting there as the person who bought the parrot going, this parliament is dead, it's deceased, he added. And he's not wrong. This Trudeau is absolutely the shopkeeper in this scenario. He is. It's not dead. It's resting. It's resting. It's just been shagged out after. It's horrible. I just wanted to break these three scenarios down for you guys. Which one do you think is the most likely? Does he prorogue Parliament and step down and call a leadership race? Does he continue as leader and prorogue anyway? Or does he dissolve Parliament? What do you guys think he's going to do? I think he's going to continue as leader and attempt to continue the Parliament. I don't think he's going to prorogue. I would be shocked if he prorogues Parliament because, in my opinion, I think he is so arrogant that he thinks that he can make this work. And I would be absolutely gobsmacked if he prorogued Parliament or stepped down. That would shock me. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm very, very interested to know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.